Hello, everyone, and welcome to That's Hot Podcast. It's been a while.
It has. We're back with the jump off. Christian and I, we're going through a lot. Okay, we're both trying to be content creators. We're doing that on multiple platforms. If you're not following us, you should be. So if we are not ever here, we are in those places. We're in all the places
We're on the interwebs, like we're doing things.
every day.
We haven't had a time to make the podcast.
Yes.
But we're still doing fashion content. Today, we're coming to you only in audio because I just finished mopping the floors and cleaning the cat litter. And you have a broken camera, right?
Yes, I did a family event for my nephew, and things
Mhm.
occurred. Children, which is why I don't have any. They're very destructive, and you can't have nice things around them for real. So
Oh my gosh. My friends, most of my friends have children, and they just tell me, of course, we get together and they tell me about their lives, which a big part of it is now their children. And, you know, they're kind of
I was gonna
boring.
say, does that ever make you
And they
feel
don't ruin your
awkward?
lives.
Like Asha and I were talking about this. We find with women, so it's very interesting that you feel this way too, because maybe it's not a gender thing at all. It's just a social construct type of thing. Like, dang, when our friends get married and then when they have kids, it's like that's all they talk about. That's their personality. And I felt like it was a compliment, but maybe also, a sign of my overt selfishness that people don't really think about me that way. Like, we were talking about having a whole conversation, and she's like, I mean, it's just so weird because you're not like that. Like, you don't just always talk about your relationship and like your husband and like what you guys have going on. Like, I'm like, yeah, because I got a lot of shit.
Yes, we have so many different things going on. But yeah, so whenever I am around these friends, I don't know about you, but I go both ways. I'm like, wow, am I selfish? Or are they just are they just losing themselves in their children? Oh my gosh, I guess we're gonna kind of get off in a tangent, but
It's a valuable conversation. We should talk about that.
it is. I think we're both doing really cool stuff. And I would never be able to do that if I was both in a relationship, because I don't know how to do that. But also, if I had children, I would never be able to do
As a
this.
person who was like barely surviving in a relationship, I don't know how people add in a kid. Like, I see why
Yes.
there are single parent homes. I see how a kid could come in and break
I
you right
know.
up.
Yes. And to all of my friends with children who listen to this is not attacking you.
No,
I
I
adore
love
you.
you guys. I feel like you're the strongest people on the planet, Stronger than me.
They are. Except that, y'all are a little
Just a tiny
boring.
bit. It's because you have, mothering and things like that to do serious things while we can focus on the more fun and frivolous like the Met Gala.
Okay, so that was a great segue. If you aren't following us on the social medias, we posted a bunch of TikToks. It was just our mini reviews of each little person. But today we're going to do a best of and also a worst of.
Okay, so in the spirit of us being more honest, right? Because I feel like we're both very generally pleasant people, amiable people. We're easy to get along with. But we will tell you the truth when asked, when requested. And our fashion content has been kind of nice for the most part, but we have to start being honest. We're still going to be nice, but we have to be honest. So I think today we should start off with the worst dress.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So top of mind, I feel like overall though, this year's theme, no disrespect to Karl Lagerfeld, may his fashionable soul rest in peace, this theme was very, very boring. Or people interpreted it in the most boring way.
Totally. It's that. It's just because there was so much opportunity to play with it because he's designed for so many different labels. But everybody just went with I don't know, a really surface level, the lack of color and of course the tweed Chanel. But there was so much to draw inspiration from. And then he also had so many different disciplines that he produced in. So they could have just drawn inspiration from so many different things.
I'm so glad that you said that, like lack of color and really just sticking to as though he only ever worked at Chanel. Like you guys completely discounted all the other brands that he had a hand in, especially Fendi. Like, why did I see no Fendi looks or attribute nothing? I think Rihanna had on a vintage Fendi fur coat, but that's not really showing anything.
Yeah.
It was odd. And just the lack of color, everybody wearing black and white or black or white was very, very lame.
Oh, yes. And all the beige.
All the shades of beige, the beautiful beige, I guess, guys.
Okay, who do you think was one of your worst?
One of my worst has got to be, I don't know how to say her name, Irina Shayk. She's a supermodel. That look was terrible. It's bunched up. I get what she was trying to do, like camellia flower and white, but just I don't know. I don't like it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I guess it was like a cream. It was satin. It just looks like a nightgown for my great grandma because even my grandma is too cool.
I feel like it could have been saved, but also I didn't care for the like ballet flats that she had on. And I get the ballet flats because, Chanel and the ballet flat. It's like she's kind of getting ready for bed. And then the makeup, I'm not crazy about the makeup either.
Mm-mm. It's lame. And then Olivia Wilde ended up wearing the same dress as Margaret Zhang, but just in a different color. I don't know how that could even happen for real.
Oh, yes, I saw that. That's crazy because there's definitely so many things that are like going into the planning of this. Who did not talk to somebody?
Yeah, like who is your stylist? Who's on your team? Fire them immediately because there should be no way. And then was this like a off the rack situation? Like the designer gave both of y'all? That's
Were
crazy.
they subtly different?
No, one was black and one was white.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see like this. I see the black garment. Like she has like a
Oh
cape
yeah.
and she has more of a flowy. The other one's like a column with
And she
cutouts.
has
So yeah, but they're basically the same dress, yes.
and she Olivia okay, so basically I have to if I have to give it to somebody, it's gonna be Margaret because I don't like that Olivia is making it like gladiator style with those big old cuffs, arm cuffs.
Oh, I totally get that, yeah.
I didn't like that.
It's also a weird thing because, like, I don't know anything about Olivia Wilde. I don't know anything about her career. I'm sure she's a fantastic actress, and I think she's a director too. But the only reason I know anything about her life is because of all the scandals.
Oh, with her with
And I
Harry
feel like,
Styles?
yes, and I feel like this is like such a random tangent, but like, like PR really affects like how the public views you.
Yes.
And so that, like, whenever I see this image of her, I'm just like, oh, Olivia Wilde scandal. That's it.
Oh well, you got the dress you deserve. Next.
Oh my gosh, totally. And I also would have chose Margaret, like if I had to give either of them, definitely.
Yeah.
And also, she gave it like an edge, so there's more personality there. Like I love that blue hair.
Yes, it really makes it more of a moment than just, oh, look at me. And also, on the point of a scandal, as a person that is like, I guess, cynical and very analytical in a way, I don't like it when people
Mhm.
that were recently associated with the scandal start wearing white all the time. Like, what are you trying to prove?
It's like they're trying to rebrand,
Yeah, and I don't. As soon as I see you doing that, it gives me PR coaching. It gives me scam, and I no longer support it.
I was just talking to a friend about like that whole like rebrand, like the come up kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that one comedian. I don't even know his name, but I just know that he like cheated on his wife with an actress. What was it? Olivia Munn, I think. Got her knocked up. But he was addicted like to cocaine, so he did rehab, divorced his wife, and then went to his mistress.
Oh snap!
Yes, and now he's like, rebranding as
A
like
family man.
yes. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, fashion.
America loves a comeback story. So Olivia
They
Wilde,
do.
if you start dressing better and like get a part in a good movie or direct a really good successful movie, then everybody will forget about whatever happened with Harry Styles and Florence allegedly on I'm Sorry Darling.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, speaking of like random, especially just thinking about Chanel and everything, Margot Robbie wasn't there, right?
She was. That's how underwhelming she was.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
yes. I feel like I haven't seen or heard anything about her, so not great.
Margot Robbie, with all of the access and stuff that you have right now, why are you fumbling?
Mhm. Oh, it's not her fault. And everybody, on the interwebs is just like this Chanel contract, this infamous contract that she's in, and so that's why she ends up looking, less exciting on every red carpet that she goes on.
So, damn, Margot Robbie, you got to wear Chanel every day and they're giving you the worst possible Chanel. Why is that?
They must hate her.
Because Nicole Kidman came out in that archive Chanel. They couldn't give you none of that.
It's just lackluster. And then also, I wonder who, especially if she does have a Chanel contract, is it her personal stylist that's able to style her, or is it just like the company Chanel owns you? You have to wear this dress.
That's a good point. Or like, do you get pulls and then you get to pick from the pulls? But
Yeah. So maybe she's picking.
I would assume though that if you have a contract with a big house, they're giving you what they want you to wear because it's like an advertising thing.
Oh, true. Because I'm sure she's getting paid to show on all these
For
red
sure.
carpets.
But like, okay, because Selma Hayek is married to Pinal, right? And he's in charge of the firm that owns Gucci. She wears Gucci at every single event. And it's not always the best Gucci dress that they got. I'm sure of that.
I did actually like this, the one she wore at the Met Gala, though. I don't know why she wore red, though,
I don't know, but I
but
mean,
I appreciate the
I
color.
do appreciate the color. In a sea of black and white, I appreciate the color.
And then she had the bows, and I feel like that was a nod to Chanel and the bows, and that he did. The red, I don't know why, especially because I just happen to know that she's like a Mexican actress. The red just like pulls into that, like her as a brand, as a Mexican actress, where she's from, but she's looking glamorous. She really came up. I don't even know where she came from. Like
I saw a
originally.
very in-depth TikTok video about her, how she basically styles herself as like a poor Mexican girl, like on the come up, but she comes from a very wealthy family.
That's disappointing. But anyway, whatever, who cares? Mexicans love it.
Yes, her dress is very much I don't want to say anything that people will perceive as racist on this internet. So yeah, we're not going to do comparisons. But classic Mexican red dress, lots of ruffles. I appreciate that the top is, I guess, some type of patent leather, so it's shiny. She is trying to like pair a soft with the hard, like a lingerie look type of thing, sexy, but still demure. I don't mind it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Plus all that like bust stuff is it's all over.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And to your point about the bows in her hair, I believe or the bow on the dress, the back, it looks like maybe they're red camellia flowers. Camellia. I don't know why I always want to say Camilla, like Camilla Parker Bowles.
Camellia. Gross. It was a pretty dress, and she looked good. I don't even know how old she is, but she looks really pretty
For any age, I
for any
agree.
age.
For someone, unfortunately, that's in the same age category but did not do as well with their dress, I have to take it to Miss Kate Moss. It was also given bedroom, baby doll. I didn't love it.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
lingerie
But
look.
like too plain for lingerie. This is like Victorian era lingerie.
I'm not in love with it. Plus, I always see her with this like dark eye, and I just feel like it doesn't go well. But I could see why she would tie that in. I feel like that was like a heavy Chanel moment with makeup that
I'm
Karl
just
did.
confused as to why everybody took this so literal when it comes to Karl and a line of beauty and made it black and white, Chanel, and like the softest version of Chanel even. Nobody gave us color. Nobody gave us over the top glamour. I thought we were going to see some Linda Evangelista chains on chains. Like, where were you guys? Even with the Chanel era, you didn't really do anything. Like, we barely got any Chanel bridal looks.
And where's all the '80s too? Like all that bombastic, like
Yes, the
Chanel.
flavor. Y'all should have invited Kris Jenner because I know she got that heat.
She wasn't she there? She was there.
I
No,
didn't see.
no, the
I
girls were. Yes, you're
Yeah, I
right.
only saw the girls. I know Kris has that 80s because she was at the Chanel boutique in the 80s. That's when she hit her first lick.
Mm.
I know she was out there in Rodeo and she has all of the things. She's got Chanel motorcycle gloves. She got the Chanel little paperboy hat. She has all of it.
Boy,
You know what I'm talking about? Where are you guys? Where are you? It makes no sense that none of us, none of like the young girls came in a cute Naomi Campbell, even UK Moss. It makes me sad because you were on the runways back then. None of y'all came in like that cute tweed miniskirt set looks, like Clueless inspired. I don't know, ladies. You disappointed me.
I will. A couple of mine. I don't think they were bad. I don't think anybody was like super bad. But Rihanna was disappointing.
Oh yes.
And who was she in? Valentino, yes. And then I saw that video just recently on like TikTok or something. And did you see that ASAP Rocky? He climbed the little gate thing.
Yes, I did. He hopped that fence like he was breaking. I'm not going to say that about this man because he already has a criminal record. Trump had to get him out of jail. So we're not going to talk no more about Rihanna's baby daddy doing crimes on the internet while she's expecting her child.
Why would he need to do that? Like just for the attention? Like he's just a ham.
No, I feel like he probably went out to do something, but they're all like staying at that Carlisle hotel or an
Mhm.
adjacent one. So there's a bunch of fans outside and like paparazzi and stuff waiting to get the money shot. And ASAP Rocky is from New York. So I feel like, and I don't want to say the N word, but you know, black men do certain black men type of things. My husband does it. It's not ideal. but he's gonna do it. And he was probably like, oh, I'm gonna just go out, I'm gonna do this, that, blah, blah, blah. And she was probably like, no, you should, what about this? Wait. And he was like, no, it's gonna be quick. Or maybe he had to go smoke or something. You can't smoke in the presence of a pregnant lady. And then you come back and it's all these people out here and they're not just gonna let you through. And if you just tell them you're ASAP Rocky, that might cause more problems.
But that was funny also because as he like pushed through the little crowd, he used like this woman's face to
Yes,
like
he stiff
propel
armed
himself
her.
forward. That
Yes.
was hilarious.
Yes. I asked the girl explicitly in the comments, let's not talk about this. Because she was like, did you see the way he palmed her face? I'm like, no, we're not going to go into detail. Last time Rihanna gave birth, he was already in jail. We're
Oh
not
my
going to do it again for
gosh.
baby number two.
Oh yes, back to the look. I didn't care for it. This reminds me about that one time. Who was she wearing? Like Yamamoto? No, it was the Americana.
When they were wearing those blankets, those quilts,
Yes, it was the Americana, right?
I think so. It was just last year. It was bad. I didn't like that
Yes,
either.
and they're like fully covered in awkward shapes. I did. Yeah, this is just like another disappointment because she's like used to doing like no wrong.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what's making it so blunt force trauma for me. I'm trying
Hmm.
not to talk negatively about her because I understand that she's pregnant, and as a person that's never been pregnant, I don't want to be insensitive. But it's like, goddamn, we went from the highest level of fashion down to covering our heads like a babushka doll and wearing glasses with fake eyelashes on them. Rihanna, my
Yes.
goodness, what is going on? And I know it's not modesty or you wanting to play it safe for nothing because you be wearing your pre-pregnancy outfits out on the street every night. You got the belly out.
Right?
So why did you choose to come dressed so wholesome and cumbersome at the Met Gala?
Ugh, disappointing.
And then people were commenting about the hair, like, oh yeah, the hair looked flat. Oh, the hair looked so it took away from the look. Yeah, because she had it under that big ass contraption. She was cooking whatever former hairstyle was underneath there. She cooked it. I don't know. I'm ready for post baby Rihanna. I don't know if she's gonna have a third one so she could just make it a full family or if this baby is gonna be it.
Why not keep going? She's already done with music.
I need you, girls, for the sake of the fashion. We already know the music is gone. The music is done. I accepted that when she put out Lift Me Up. Like, all right, we get it. We'll leave you alone. We'll stop asking.
Yes.
But all of you Rihanna Navy stands out there, like, put yourself in the game. Go be a surrogate. Okay? Help Rihanna expand her family. People like the Kardashians getting surrogates, they ain't doing nothing but going shopping, sitting on the couch, doing in-home, in-backyard photo shoots, and even they getting a surrogate. Rihanna, it's the least y'all could do for her. To just help her out.
So another one of my it wasn't bad, it's just like disappointing was Bad Bunny and he's in Jacquemus. I just feel like he just came off from doing Coachella and he had that what was it? The Mugler in that
Yeah.
like little cropped hoodie with the corset and I feel like that was pushing and I loved that look. And this is just boring.
You taught me this word, and you probably regret it at this point, but because I feel like a lot of these people are doing it now. It's queer baiting.
Is he
All
not
the
queer? I thought he was.
I don't know, Bad Bunny, because I feel like at a time you were talking about that you used to do pornographic movies.
Did he?
And yeah, and he was like, whatever happens, happens sort of thing. Guys, girls, in the middle, it didn't matter. And he was wearing nail polish and stuff, and he was being very metrosexual. But
Hmm.
then I don't know, he got into his machismo bag,
Hmm.
wearing cowboy boots and stuff, belt buckles. But he still has nail polish, so I guess I don't know Bad Bunny. But now you're dating Kendall Jenner.
Well, allegedly, it's like a whole front because, he's like fluid or whatever. And allegedly, she is a lesbian.
Oh, snap.
But who am I to speak on anybody's sexuality? Like,
So
do what you want.
they're in a lavender relationship. I also just learned this term.
Is that what is this?
A lavender relationship or a lavender marriage is when two gay people, like a lesbian and a gay man, get together to keep the heat off them. And they just get married. They might even have a child. But they're still doing their own private activities away from one another because they're married for the sake of social aspect.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Like, this is 1999. Why are we still doing that?
I feel like if you're a bi and you're with another bi person, it shouldn't matter.
No.
Just do what you want to do, Kendall.
Okay, another person I'm going to hate on, is Pedro Pascal.
Okay, Mr. Red Shorts.
Well, the red jacket, red shirt, black shorts, and then these like high boots. He's in Valentino. I've never seen anything he's on, so whoever is doing his PR is doing a fantastic job. He's all over everything on social media. And I've never seen a single show or movie he's been in, but everybody is just like all about him. And I'm like, this outfit is hideous.
It was ugly. I don't know why Karl Lagerfeld will be associated with the short suit. You can fill me in if I am unaware, if I'm speaking out of turn.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't really get that. And I saw, I think, maybe 2 or 3 short suits.
Oh,
I don't
weird.
acknowledge that as serious.
No, did not like that. Oh, of course, Jared Leto. I feel like he's a
Ugh.
huge like ham for attention. He did not need to come out in that cat suit.
Absolutely not. And in a cat suit, to be clear, for you people who may not have watched the Met Gala, may not care, a literal cat furry suit, like he works at a theme park, not a cat suit like a bodysuit. It was
Like a
ridiculous.
theme park. Oh my
Yes,
gosh. So I
I
guess it was
hated that.
fitting that I was cleaning the litter box today because we're talking about all the poo today. Gross.
Terrible, terrible. My next just lackluster person. Oh, but wait, on the subject of Jared Leto, I agree with you on him just being thirsty for attention because he did the whole twin thing with the dead heads with Alessandra from Gucci.
Yes. Ugh.
So now he
Oh,
just
that was
want
the
to
campier,
be,
right? Yes.
yeah. And then I think before that he was Jesus when they did Heavenly Bodies. So this man, he's want to be Lady Gaga.
Yes. Except I don't also just like I know he's talented, or so I hear, but I've never seen anything he's in. And I know he's also in music or has been, but not my tea.
I say no. And I also say no to whatever this contraption Alexa Chung decided to wear to the Met Gala. I don't like that at all, Alexa Chung. And for you to have been a fashion girl, considered an it girl, like when I was in high school, it is crazy that you wore these doilies and like a bonnet.
Oh,
And
yes.
oh, I
That
don't
was
know
interesting.
what that is, Alexa Chung. But wow, my goodness.
And I've never heard of this designer either, but it's interesting.
They had a lot of new designers. Like I had never heard of the person that Cardi wore, the black dress.
Was that Sergio? No, that was somebody else. That was Lala.
No. Yeah, Sergio Hudson had a lot of people on the carpet, which I was very surprised and happy to see because he's a black designer. He's pretty much up and coming. Like during COVID, I watched a talk with him, like an open conversation. He was talking about how he didn't really have the funding to continue his brand and like all these different things and how he applied for like different grants. And I think even a Vogue, some sort of partnership that they do with creatives, and he didn't get it and he was just frustrated. So to see him come from that to dressing all these girls for the Met Gala, you did that, Sergio.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like he kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't know this whole backstory though.
Yeah, like he dressed Michelle Obama for the inauguration. I think he dressed Kamala Harris as well. He's been on the rise, but just like bubbling under because I feel like when your clothes are at a certain price point, his clothes are not cheap at all. Like he's dressed some of the Kardashian girls and stuff before in the earlier like 2020s.
Hmm.
2010s. You're not available to a wider market. And then when you're black, as a black person, I feel like it's kind of hard for you not to try to market yourself to that crowd, like, because that's your people. Like, those are your friends, those are the women that you know, those are probably the connections that you're going to make, even if there's some of those people that have money. But it's just not a wide enough base to sustain you. So he had to, like, he was relying on these wealthier black women clients that he had, but it
Hmm.
just wasn't enough. So he had to kind of push forward. Like at some point, he's got to get on the Laquan Smith level.
I feel like he has good taste though.
Very good taste and can dress for a variety of events. I feel like Laquan Smith only has one girl, and that's the club girl.
Yes, and it's just too sexy for like I don't know the every red carpet. I don't know where they're going, and it's like high end hooker.
Yes. Every Laquan Smith girl is if we could put in the clip from Easy A when he's like, honey, you look like an escort, but a high end escort for athletes and politicians.
That's so good.
Okay. For Cardi B, I'm pretty much a stan. I love everything her and her stylist Colin Carter do. But this black dress, this cake topper quinceanera dress, I did not like it.
I agree, and it's like she changed. Didn't she have 3 outfits?
4 outfits.
Oh my gosh. She's doing the most, but I guess she's got time. She's not doing music, so
Goddamn, a burn, but a much deserved burn because we ain't got no new music since Hot Shit came out and did not do as well as Up and WAP and all that. And then she just
mhm.
gave up. She ran out. Back to fashion where it's safe. However, the pink look that she wore inside, that tweed look, she should have wore that on the carpet. Very on theme. Do you feel like people didn't go for like the bold Chanel late 80s, early 90s with all the gold and stuff like that because they thought a lot of other people would do it?
I don't know because like what's the point of going if you're not going to like make a huge statement?
Exactly.
And like of course, you would want to like outstage everybody cuz like I don't know.
I
If
would think you
I
would want
had the
to.
opportunity, yes, you would have to like be the most bombastic person cuz like what's the point of going? Like so many people want to go to this party and walk
Exactly.
that. Yes. So actually the worst person on my list, I think I'll say is Bradley Cooper. He wore a black tuxedo. So boring. Um he just got dressed up. It's like he's going to the Oscars and then put some sunglasses on.
I feel like a lot of guys do this though. He didn't even do his hair. Bradley
No. And then
Cooper.
this is fashion. This isn't like the whole purpose of this is like superficial and the looks. And you chose boring. Yeah, he's representing himself as boring.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Everybody is not able, you
But
know?
I guess it holds true. I mean, because he's just like an average white man.
Yeah, I hate to say it. Like, you are hot because of the girl that you're with all the time. It's never really about you. Poor Bradley Cooper. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay, who are our favorites? Because I guess we've hated on quite a few people.
They deserved it. None of this was unwarranted. Y'all looked crazy as hell, and we could have been more mean to you. I'm sure the comments will be meaner to you. We were very pleasant. Best dressed, my first one, because there was no Zendaya. That's my caveat to this. Because there was no Zendaya, my best dress is a tie
Oh.
between either Anne Hathaway
Uh huh.
or pink Cardi B. And it could be the Chanel bridal look that she wore outside her hotel or the tweed look that she wore inside the Met Gala. Either one of those looks, I'll put it next to Anne Hathaway and we'll let God decide for my top number one best dress.
Those are so good. I don't know. I think because she put a crazy spin on it, and of course, I feel like we accepted that people were going to show up in some way cat-like.
Mm-hmm.
But Doja Cat,
Definitely.
I like her dedication to like a theme, and she's not going to give you literal. She's going to go all out, and she created some more like makeup magic with Pat McGrath, and the outfit is Oscar de la Renta, and so the outfit alone could stand. It could like be beautiful. Cut off the ears, and then it's just like a lovely gown.
I agree. The only reason why I did not give Doja Cat my best dressed was because I felt like without the prosthetic and the cat look, it just would have been a regular pretty dress that could have been worn anywhere.
Oh, very true.
But I am a sucker for theater, so I did love the
Yes.
cat, and I was going to put her at number 2, but she's near number 1, so we'll leave her there because I agree
Mhm,
with it. My number 2
mhm.
is going to have to be Tiana Taylor in Tom Brown.
Oh, yeah, she looks great in everything.
She looks incredible. The tailoring, her like giving Karl at the top, but like more sexy on the bottom and all of that was perfect. I love how she showed up in his glasses and even had that slight, I don't know, the little funeral veil over it. Very well done,
Yes.
Tiana.
So good. It was Tom Brown, right? Yes, Tom Brown.
Yes. Who usually I'm not a fan of. So this was a really big deal that he actually, did well.
Yes, and he also dressed did he not Jenna Ortega?
Yes, Jenna Ortega.
She looked great. When I saw her, I felt like she was in character for Wednesday Addams,
I agree.
and I feel like I had seen her in something. I feel like this is promo for Wednesday.
Kinda. And he also dressed Olivia Rodrigo, and she looked cute. She was very on theme, black and white. Who he also dressed that I did not put on my best dress, I mean my worst dress list because it just is Janelle Monáe. My God.
I feel like I've seen her in that before, but
Yeah, she's worn it several times. She wore the trench coat version of it.
mhm.
It's just like stop.
And I wonder for like besties because she's always in Tom Brown.
Gotta be. And I hate that stupid dog bag.
I assumed that, of course she was going to be there. And this was her theme because, of course, it's black and white, and that's all she used to do.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't love what she was wearing.
I did not love. Okay. Who's your number two?
I guess I'm gonna say I think just because the association with Karl Lagerfeld and that she has this like long-standing history was Cara Delevingne.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was like she walked from a non-existent runway show that he could have designed what she was wearing.
I agree.
She really looked like Karl Lagerfeld.
Yes. And in her one of her after parties looks, she
Hmm.
was basically his twin with the pixie cut.
Oh,
So very sweet of her.
and I think probably not because of the look, but probably because of the like nostalgia and the association, not because of the actual like look. But she looks great.
Yes, no, because if I could cut those black leg warmer pants off, I would.
Yeah, I wish it was a whole like boot or something.
Yes, a boot would have been nice.
Hmm.
Here we are, though. Love the gloves, love the hair, and the commitment to, the homage, the homage. My number three is Tim's and Robert One. I loved those feathers and that corset, everything about it, just pure perfection to me.
Was this Valentino as well?
Robert One.
Oh, it's funny. It's like I just assumed it was Valentino because of all those feathers.
Oh, yes, I get that.
Everybody in fashion right now is crazy about these feathers, and it's pretty.
Because they told them they can't do fur anymore, so they're like scrambling to the next best thing. They need
Give me some
plumage.
pigeons. Yes.
I
It's
saw a
pretty,
blue jay
listen.
outside. Quick, catch it. Defeather him. Set him free. Make sure you put it on camera.
I saw Viola Davis, who I thought was fantastic, not in theme at all, but she was beautiful in that Valentino pink.
Yes.
And it, because she had the plumage at her bust, which is similar to this dress, but hers was like a different feather, I guess a different bird. But it would like she was like being interviewed, and it was kind of like getting in her way. I was like, "How are you talking that?"
Oh, I saw even when she was walking, she did like a little play with it because it was basically hitting her in the face.
Yes, but we like the
Interesting.
dedication to the fit.
We love the dedication. And if you listen to our podcast on the regular basis, you know I am a sucker. I am a slut for some Schiaparelli. All right. If there's an old man out there listening, I've got a price, and my price is a gown or two from Schiaparelli. Christian and I visited New York City in 2022, and we went to Bergdorf's for lunch, and I went to the Schiaparelli boutique. I wanted to get everything. And Michaela Cole, my goodness, she's living my dream, especially as a Black girl getting to wear the full gold look, giving us Coming to America.
Oh my
I
gosh.
I love it. And I love those gold feet shoes. Like, how much are they? What do I got to sell?
Oh my god, I imagine a lot. And it's so good that Schiaparelli put this on the red carpet on her. I feel like she's not, well, 'cause she's like British, right? And she's not
Yes.
like mainstream A-list American actress.
No.
She looks fantastic, and the dress is so cool, especially because the other offering was Kim in that pearl.
Giving us arts
Um,
and crafts.
yes, I love that you said that.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Kim. I guess it does not matter because they just run the internet. If you post something, you say something about the Kardashians, people are going to look at it because this is literally their business and their talent is getting talked about by people. And I
Yeah.
know Kim Kardashian really felt like she ate with that look. But the first thing I thought of was the episode of the Kardashians when she went to do the Playboy shoot and she was all nervous and she was about to cry. Her mom's like, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." And she had those pearls on. That was the first reference that came to mind. Second was Kim's got a house full of kids that she's always, hiding from in the guest bathroom and whatnot. Like, did you make them string up these beads and tape them onto this bodysuit on the way out because you couldn't fit into whatever archive dress that you got from, some dead celebrity?
Oh my gosh. Because that was custom, right?
Well, I think we saw a variation of it on the runway, but yeah, it had to be custom for her.
And I saw the drawing, and I feel like maybe it wasn't fitted enough, like the fittings.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't like, oh, obviously the execution, but I feel like the pearls just they weren't giving what they're supposed to give.
No, and there could have been at least a lot more to make it, something, but I shouldn't be able to see right through them. It's like a beaded curtain from the 70s. It was a lose, Kimmy. I'm sorry. Oh, did you like Anjek? I don't know her. I don't know how to say her name. It makes me sad that I can't say her name. But she was wearing the gold and she had like a face mask on that was flesh tone. I sent you a
Anuk,
picture of her.
Anuk, yay,
Yeah, yeah. Anuk
yay,
Yai.
Anuk, yay, yay.
Yay, yai. Whatever. I like this look.
That is a good look, especially like I wasn't expecting that from Prabal Gurung.
No, me either. Like we've been hiding this. How come you're not putting this out on your runways? Because your runways, they usually give me lady in the office with extra money.
I also don't know what she's famous for, but she's pretty.
She's a model. That's all. That's all I know her about.
Oh, that's why she's doing a great job with this.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. How could
Yes.
I forget this? I think I forgot this person on my worst dress because I really wanted to be respectful and I did not want to do it. But the truth is the truth. Mary J. Blige.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is going
I
on with
totally
that?
yes. I'm just happy that she's there. That there's no more drama in her life, and she's having a great time, but not in that dress. Like, and then also, who hates her? Like, her stylist. I don't know. Like, she just always looks like not good.
Oh my gosh. They said Mary J. Blige. Somebody on Twitter said Mary J. Blige said, forget that theme. We're going to the dancery.
Yes, I saw that, and it looks like hella cheap.
It looks crazy. It looks like the Met Gala. I don't want to say this, but it's the truth. It looks like the Met Gala sponsored by Fashion Nova.
Oh, totally.
What is this? Oh, that depressed me just a little tiny bit.
I don't even know because like, who made that travesty?
Only God knows. This is definitely custom.
Is it custom Shein? I'm like googling it now. I'm like, who made it? They don't want to even claim it now.
They don't want to claim it. Did you
Oh
see Amanda
no.
Seyfried?
I did not. Oh yes, I did. Yeah, I saw her doing like the interviews, whatever.
She looked naked.
I think it's just the tone of everything, and it just like fit in with her skin tone.
Yeah, it was too much.
It's like this ghost, and
Yes,
then her
definitely a ghost, a sexy ghost.
sexy ghost. And then, well, like the makeup was just like too much drama because the outfit was just like nude.
Yes.
And then all the drama was in her face, and her hair is just giving me like old white lady.
With that red lip,
Sorry.
with that ruby red lip.
Yes. I'm gonna show these old ladies at this
Yeah,
retirement home.
that I still got it. What are you talking about? I
God.
used to be a showgirl in Vegas when Elvis. What did you think about Kendall Jenner's look?
Me like trying to remember which one's Kendall. Kendall was fine. She's the tall one.
Yeah,
She's the model. She was fine. I actually preferred because it was more fun. I don't see why people don't have more fun.
I agree.
But when she went out, I like that Chanel, like that retro Chanel look.
I liked it. I also think Gigi Hadid did very well, even though she was also scantily clad. I think she did well. Paris Hilton did well too, but it was kind of boring.
Were they all? Who did Kendall? Was that Marc Jacobs?
Yes.
And I think the cohesion was all of the boots.
Yes. All the girls had the boots on.
And I guess we'll talk about it in another episode, but like I never understood why Marc Jacobs was so huge because he never when you think of Karl Lagerfeld, you think of like all these designs and like Chanel, you think of the tweed and like ready to wear and the Schiaparelli, the bump, the crazy surrealism. When I
Mm-hmm.
think of Marc Jacobs, I don't think of anything like what is it, the aughts, and
Marc
just like
Jacobs, yeah.
I don't know what his design like language is either. So
I feel like Marc Jacobs became a household name because of what he did with grunge when he was at Perry Ellis and like getting fired and all that and the whole heroin chic epidemic that he kind of ushered in.
mhm.
So that's tied to him, and then he got super famous for it. Famous enough to basically, after failing at one house, get to go work at Louis Vuitton. And then he did like all of that kind of gaudy mixing the animal prints on the bags and stuff. Louis Vuitton, like he made the Louis Vuitton bag popular again for a certain demographic. And then he
Oh
has
yeah.
like ties to hip hop and stuff because he's friends with Lil Kim. So I feel like he brought in kind of what who was at Givenchy when they did the Rottweilers? Was that Raf Simons?
Ricardo Tisci.
Ricardo TC. He did like what Ricardo TC did with that Rockweiler shirt with the Louis Vuitton bag. He put it on all the black people that he knew that were rich.
Oh my gosh, is this kind of like a what Tom Brown is doing?
Yes.
I think we talked about that in a previous episode.
Yes, how Tom Brown gets, I don't want to call us the low hanging fruit, but we're the easy to impress fruit because we're not often included in the
Hmm.
fashionable situations. So you invite us to Fashion Week and you'll give us some free clothes, we're coming. The clothes could be questionable all night long, but we're coming. So yeah, that's what
Yes.
Marc Jacobs did. And then Marc Jacobs just rode that wave of popularity. And then he put out his own brand and it just put Marc Jacobs all over everything during the Logomania time and like the
Hmm.
aughts. Like, and he had like a couple of it bags. And boom, he's here to stay. Household name.
Yes.
R.I.P. Isaac Mizrahi. He should have got onto the game.
Oh yeah, instead of designing for Target.
Damn it. Did you like J-Lo's outfit?
It was okay. It was forgettable.
It was forgettable. And the hat, they gave me church. Mm-mm.
Also, where was I feel like her other half? She's like always dragging him around. Where was he at?
Poor Ben Affleck. He cried. He fake sick. So he didn't have to come.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Someone I want to bring up that my good friend, my childhood friend Sheree pointed out to me, and I was gonna say that they looked good because this is a women's basketball player, Brittany Griner, and her wife. You know, Brittany Griner has recently been released from the shackles of Russian prison.
Oh
So I'm like,
right.
oh, look at her. She did well at the Met Gala. But no, Brittany, you're wearing the same outfit all the time. And not only yourself, but your wife too. Y'all doing it as a couple. And the question that the group chat wants to know is in how many colors did y'all purchase this fit?
Yeah, it's the big like beigey. Like whenever I saw it, immediately I thought of oh my god, what's it? Why is his name escaping me? Oh my god, the comedian. He passed
Oh,
away.
Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac. I feel like that's what he would wear.
Not you dressed like Bernie Mac.
I'm gonna find a Bernie Mac
Picture Bernie
suit,
Mac in a long suit, a long
long
coat,
suit.
suit jacket. It's terrible, America. We can't do it, America.
I'm okay. I'm like texting you this picture. Oh my gosh. Oh god.
Yes, Brittany, you did in fact come dressed like Bernie Mac. We've got the
Oh
photo
my god.
evidence.
No, this
I,
is
I hate
too
this for
good.
you.
Yes. We definitely have to make this clip and put these images
Yeah.
online.
Oh my god. Is he your daddy?
What?
I said, is he your daddy? What's going
I don't
on?
know. Oh my gosh.
This is
So funny.
terrible. You dressing like the kings of comedy, Brittany.
But we're glad she's back.
But we're glad you're back safe in America. I don't know how safe because, you know, the kids like to shoot up a place when they get upset. So just mind yourself. You're pretty tall. Stay out the way.
Mm.
Oh, did you like Lily Collins being very literal with Karl on her dress?
Oh, did not like it. But I appreciate Vera Wang.
Okay, Vera Wang. I like that she's an old lady and she's still out here getting it.
And she looks fantastic. I forget how old she is,
Yeah.
but she looks great.
Giselle Bundchen.
Oh, I think she looked angelic, so beautiful. And this also kind of like ties into like branding, but because she's like a phoenix rising up after her whole divorce and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I love the outfit. Of course, it was pretty safe, but one thing I noticed on Instagram was that her nails weren't done. Or they were nude or something. But I was like, really?
You didn't have time to do your nails? I know you're a single mother now, but come on, Giselle.
You've got millions.
You got money. Work it out, girl. I'm sure there were plenty of nail techs running around the hotel you were in, getting dressed in. You could have just summoned one over. What about Penelope Cruz? She was giving me Princess Jasmine.
I'm obsessed with Penelope Cruz. And it's like this weird, I don't know, obsession with her. But she looked really pretty. She looked like a bride. And I feel like Karl would approve. And also, I feel
Yes.
like she's a brand ambassador, right?
Maybe. I know she was at some point.
But she's had a long like relationship with Karl Lagerfeld. So
Yeah. She used to be in ads and stuff a lot.
yeah, that's great. So she's the epitome of Chanel.
Definitely. Her and Nicole Kidman.
Yes, definitely.
I feel like Nicole Kidman did so well with the dress, but then just neglected to do her hair, makeup, and put on any shoes that she could find on her way out the house. That made me sad. Dua Lipa is probably the most Chanel on theme outside of Cardi in that pink tweed because she has the actual dress that Claudia Schiffer wore
Hmm.
with the big old heart of the ocean diamond.
I feel like the dress was really like not conservative. It's just like it's a safe, like it's a really pretty dress, and it's
Yeah,
definitely speaks Chanel. And then that random like necklace is just like so huge. And they were like, "What else we want to do? Like nothing with my hair. Just give me like minimal makeup or just like an easy look.
they should have at least done an updo.
Something. This is a
But
special occasion, ma'am."
exactly. Who am I? Jeremy Pope was my favorite of the men with this giant Rihanna reminiscent Karl Lagerfeld Train Cope.
Oh, yes, yes. I have no idea who Jeremy Pope is.
Me either. He's an actor. I Googled. But yeah, I've never
Okay.
seen anything that he's in. But I appreciate the look and the dedication.
Okay, so I'm looking at a picture currently of it, and I'm sending it to you. I don't know, the work of it does not look flattering of Karl.
Oh, like the picture? Ooh, yeah, it's not. You gave him a nose and the lips.
What
Is this
does
like a
it look like?
carpet?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a carpet. Like it's
Yeah,
tufted or something. I don't know.
it does look like that. You probably would have been better off getting this in all white and letting someone paint it on top.
Maybe. But also, I guess as a photographer, it's like this is a bad angle.
Yeah, from the aerial view looks much better. But most things
Yes.
look better in aerial view. If you get up close to it, it's not
Hmm.
ideal. All right.
I feel like overall it was very boring.
Very boring. The only thing that I was shocked about was like Yara Shahidi. She came very sexy, and she's like a young girl. I mean, I guess she's not young anymore, but she's like a child star. Everybody knows her for being on Blackish, and she came super duper. Well, let's not super duper, but just very sexy as
Hmm.
opposed to what she usually wears. That was really the only thing shocking. Everything else was tame. People were giving grandma. Some people were giving great grandma.
Well, I didn't realize that was where she was from. I was like, who is this Yara Shahidi? And I saw her whenever she was doing the interview with Lala. And I guess she's Tinkerbell.
Yes, she is Tinkerbell.
So I'm gonna have to watch that tonight. And then also, whenever she was doing the interview, I was like, "Is she drunk?" And you'll have to play it back, but I don't know, something about her laughter. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think she's drunk." But anyway, she definitely came off as super likable in that interview.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said something about drinking because I was going to attribute it to drugs, possibly weed, because the eyes as a smoker were definitely giving
Oh,
me I just smoked before I got here or I just
hmm,
smoked on my way because the eyes were very low. She was giving like a sexy stare. And again,
hmm.
that's not usually her aesthetic.
Oh no,
College kids, they got to smoke their weed, they got to do their drugs. Oh, we didn't say Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary.
I didn't even see it.
Look at her look. Let's see what you think about it. She can be our last person.
Oh, I love the hair.
The hair made the look.
Oh, she's having fun with it.
Her stylist is usually Brian Javar. I'm not sure if he dressed her for this. Hopefully so.
Prabal Gurung.
She looked great.
Yeah, I think she looked good. This particular, I don't know, Philadelphia, which is ironic because she's in the show. She's in Philadelphia, right?
Yes.
So y'all know, Philadelphia Inquirer did not think that she shined on the red carpet.
Haters.
But yeah, she looks fantastic. She looks great. And like, it looks fun.
Very fun. One of the only people to actually take a risk. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to our Met Gala coverage. We will do our best to be here on a more consistent basis, but we're always in the shorts and we're always on TikTok and we're always on
Yeah.
our own channels at time to time at House of Christian. Christian just posted an amazing TikTok. I'm so jealous of it. His Wes Anderson take on Fiesta.
Yes.
And then we're going to Lovers and Friends this weekend in Vegas.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully.
I have not even packed my clothes or anything. I'm unprepared, but we will be there. And we're going to do street style content. So if any of you guys listen to this and happen to be out on the scene in Vegas, we'll be coming up to you with that hot mic and an iPhone. Please do not accost us and be weird. Just let us review your outfit. Tell us what you want to say. I don't know, but be friendly.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, we're going to see Usher. We're going to see Mariah Carey, Missy,
Christina.
Christina Aguilera.
I'm so excited.
I'm pumped. So yeah, tune in for that content. We'll be vlogging, we'll be podcasting, we'll be doing all the things.
And for our next episode, so go ahead and follow us and subscribe. But I already know we're going to talk about Karl Lagerfeld, and it's going to be the good, the bad, and the Karl diet.
Yes, because I saw a lot of people, even in reviewing the Met Gala, and people do their little costumes, and they were like, we're just going to make it Chanel themed, Chanel inspired, and just not talk about Karl because of his sordid history. Like, wow, guys, really?
Yeah. So subscribe because we will be talking about it next episode.
Yes, we're doing a deep dive on Karl. Be prepared. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Share our channel with a friend, leave us a comment, and tell us about who your favorite or least favorite looks were from the Met Gala.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.